Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kick this away to get us going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Change the pre-snap look now. Throwing for his running back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
One play, and they're already past the 40, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got enough for the first down and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle into the clear. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. they'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks free. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense comes back out onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. On the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give him that opportunity.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple of yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. They'll hand it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Offense now behind the mistakes on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. Keeps it on the design run. Oh, they fouled through the short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on the design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks into the clear. He's at the 50. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. Oh, he scooped up. Offense still has it on the run. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags it with throw.
But you got 3rd down. The offense has the advantage here on 3rd down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Same tailback, another carry. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick catch. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that is a big-time play.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up and run.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Delayed handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. Tiny space at the 20. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First and goal, handoff. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. For the end zone, running it right up the gut. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Up the field.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here at their own 41. One explosive play has jump-started this drive.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with in defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the 1st down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They mix it up with a run. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Short now on the 10th play of this drive. They'll try the option play here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on 3rd down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on 4th?
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's another deep shot. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Dogs will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position, hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
QB keeps it himself. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now here's the toss play. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, completion. It's second down. Looking to throw here. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense.
Oh, the pass is picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. Could take it all the way. That's the 20. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down at the 3-yard line. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On third down, it's a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down after that completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drop back here on third down. Gets made on the out route. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up tempo.
Only traveling for a sack. The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now in 2nd and long.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to put it down and run. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. The offense eager to keep this drive going and facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a receiver. Defense is coming after him. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. And it's caught, so the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Moves out of the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Deep throw across his body to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So the holding call in the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. First and long now after the penalty. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Dumps it down his back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win? Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it. A diving catch way downfield. The Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, 1st and goal. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
That is hours and hours of practice right here by this receiver. Great job of not only going up and making the catch, But do you have the awareness to come down and get the toe down at the side of the end zone? That is a thing of beauty by the receiver for a touchdown.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Now here he goes. Inside the 20. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Short pass, finds the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw yet again. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in by the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. It's an option look. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a 4th down here. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's complete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. Pressure situation. This offense is trying to get back into this game. Ball falls incomplete in the end zone. The defense does their job, and I think they've secured victory here.
Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. But barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
This is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Got the 1st down and still motoring. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pass rush gets home. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. 1st down, sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks into the clear. He's got the force and still going. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Offense racing down the field and sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Wants to throw it. Looking for 6. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown saving play. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.